Yo, Kaz here, and welcome to another SuchArt video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a recommendation from Darth Kyle on a previous SuchArt video that says, Challenge! Do a Bob Ross tutorial in-game. I've already done this. I'm at the end. I gotta tell you, this was a mess, but I think it turned out really well. Make sure you watch all the way to the end to see the results of it. I will give you a heads up. I don't have a lot of commentary or cuts in this video, really because the format of it, I wanted to be able to cram both videos in at once. So let's just get right into it. I hope you enjoy it. Leave it a thumbs up if you like it. If it's your first time here, then please subscribe to the channel so you can see more wonderful content from yours truly.
Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad you could join us today. Thought today we'd do a little painting. It's very easy and I think you'll enjoy it.
All right, so what we're gonna do is let the video run in the corner, and I'm going to, kind of try to follow along here and, do what I can. I've already gathered all the paints that they're kind of showing on screen right now. At least the best that I could match it. I don't know. And we got a lot of new upgrades in here. Check it out. So let's get to work.
Do a painting. It's nice and wanted to make you feel good. Take a little phthalo blue to start with on the old 2-inch brush. There we go. And let's just begin dancing in just a happy little sky. If this was a dry canvas, it'd be difficult to do this. Oh crap. I'm sort of leaving a spot open. I think I'll have a happy little cloud up in there. Something about like that. Maybe a little more of the blue. Yeah, what the heck, we'll have another one in here. We just sort of start out with an idea in our mind. And off we go. And you can do this. So while I have that blue on the brush, let's just go right down here and put in a little bit of water. There we go. Now then, I'm gonna take the same brush and go into a little bit of the midnight black. I just want to here and there, just darken it a little bit. Just a little, just to change the flavor in a couple of places. Notice we've left a little light area in here. If everything works just right, it'll look like a sheen of light coming across the water. Now then, let's wash the brush. Let's wash the old brush. Go right into titanium white with the old 2-inch brush. We'll just use it, it doesn't matter. Take that corner, it has a lot of paint in it, and I'm just going to tap in a basic little cloud shape. A happy little cloud that floats around here in the sky. There we are. I want to tap the base, the back of the cloud there till it disappears. And then very lightly, 3 hairs and some air just floating around there. I'm going to do the same thing one more time. Clouds just sort of hang out, have a good time. In order to show light, you need dark. Dark is what makes white show. Or light color, period. It doesn't have to be white, it could be any color that's light. And we'll fluff this up. Just fluff it, fluff it, fluff it. There. Sort of the way I take care of my hair. I just grab it and lift it, tease it a little bit, off we go. Anybody can paint clouds. Shoot. It's working so well. Maybe there's another little doer right in there. I don't know. You just start playing with these little rascals, which is great because it gives you a lot of practice. Now, if your brush has just a little bit of paint on it, you can just beat the devil out of it like that, and it'll clean it off without going through that entire cleaning procedure. Let's make a little happy mountain today. For that, I'm going to use some black Prussian blue. We'll put some alizarin crimson and some brown in it. What the heck? Good dark color. We can go in here, decide where our mountain lives, and let's just drop it in. It really doesn't matter. Just make a mountain. Unless you're trying to paint a particular mountain, just do one that you like. In our world, we can do anything that we want to do. There, see, there comes another one. All right, that easy. Scrape off the excess paint. Just scrape it off. Get in there and really pull it. And I'm going to take the big brush and pull that. I want it to just disappear in the mist down at the base. There we are. Grab that. See? Pull it. And then just blend it until it blends away. It'll look just like it's just sitting back here and floating. Let's see, what do we use here? There's some white. Let's put some black in it, make a gray color. We'll just make a gray, maybe a little darker. What the heck, yeah. And with that, we can begin putting the indication of a few little highlights on here. Just a few little things that live out in here. Think about where the light's coming from, and then begin working with them. Just begin working with them. There is a theory that only left-handed people are true artists. Since I'm right-handed, I don't know if I adhere to that theory, but it sounds good. Now sometimes you don't even want to bother to put shadows in there. You can just take something like this, pull it, allow it to grab a little bit of that color, and just blend it with a knife. You can paint the entire painting using nothing but the knife. Take that right around like that, just to change the basic shape a little bit. There. Now, there is no shadow color. It is the basic mountain color is all we're using. When I was teaching my son Steve to paint, I used to tell him just to pretend that he was a whisper that was floating across the mountain. His touch had to be that gentle to make it work. I'm going to take a little touch of titanium white on the 2-inch brush, just a little bit on the bottom, and let's just tap in the indication here and there and there and here of some misty areas right down at the base here. Maybe a cloud just fell out of the sky and is laying down here. Well, it could happen. There, and I want to really beat the bottom to death. Just beat it up. It's where you take out all your frustrations and hostilities. It's better than going home and kicking the dog around. Let's take some of that mountain color, a little bit of white in it, a little sap green in it. Ooh, I like that color. Nice color. Maybe there's some little mountains, little foothills that are right here. You decide where they are. But just drop them in, wherever you think they should live. There. Just rubbing the base of that very firmly. There we go. And that's about all we need to make the indication of some little footy hills that live there. Take some of the mountain color. And we'll tap it a little bit right down here at the base. This little area, maybe there's a little plain out here, a little meadow or something. Make a nice green color. Tap a little bit into the bristles. Go right up in here. And just barely tapping, like so. As you paint, you'll see these things. You do get excited. Maybe there's a little path, a little road or something. There. All right. A little blue, a little mountain color, a little sap green, all those nice colors we had. Let's have water. Make some reflections. There we go. Just pull straight down to make reflections. Reflections are one of the easiest things that happen in this technique. One of the easiest. Already looks like water. We hadn't even done anything. Maybe there's some little distant trees back in here. There they are. See them? Just some little indications. There they come. Maybe they come right on down. If they're real small, you can just do like that and lift up. See? We don't make mistakes. Shoot. Can do easy. I want a big tree. You know me. I like big trees. I think I'll put a big tree right there. One of the ways of making a big tree, you can just use the knife. We'll just use a knife today. I like to make these trees with a knife because when they get dry, they're very thick and they stand off the canvas. Very neat. Very neat. Maybe back to my fan brush. Maybe I want a few more little trees right here. Maybe down in here, take a little brown. Maybe there's all kinds of little things living in there. Whoops, got a little dooter hanging off there. Yeah, why not? We'll put a tree right there. We showed you how to make one with a knife. Now you can make them with a fan brush. 1-inch brush, 2-inch, it doesn't matter. You can really make trees with just about any old thing. Try making those trees with a knife though. You'll be shocked at what you end up with. You can make some gorgeous, gorgeous effects. More ways that you can find to paint, the happier it'll make you. Well, take a little more of that brown. So you can just put all kinds of little dooders in there. The tree that's made with a knife. I'll show you how to, you can highlight it with a knife. We'll take a little green, just touch and barely go over it so that it just picks up on those high points. And then on the other side, there wouldn't be as much light, it'll be a darker green. So you can put a few little indications, not as many though. You want that side to remain darker. And we can make a nice green and come back and highlight them. Either way, just want to show you a couple different ways you can make very effective little trees. There he is. I'll take some of that yellow and green that we had there on the knife. And you can put the indication of just little grassy things, just using the knife. Let's take a little dark sienna, a little liquid white, mix them together. And with that, we can come in here, put the indication of a little water line there, a little bit of dirt right at the edge, wherever you want them to live. And we take just plain liquid white, and just a little of it. I want to put the indication, just a small amount, a little watery line lives right down at the bottom. Shoot, maybe there's a little stone right there. Put a little brown in, take a little brown and white. You can highlight that rascal a little bit, and you're in business. That easy. Can make a happy little rock that lives there. And with that, I think we've about got a finished painting. We'll sign this little rascal, call it done. From all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting, and God bless, my friend.
Before we call it done, I have one thing I'm going to do that I think is going to help improve that late, because I couldn't really blend anything that well. So let's try this out. So now that we used way too much tape, we're just gonna spray paint over that bottom. I think that'll work, right? I don't know. Here's hoping. Dude, honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's nearly impossible. So, with that, let's take the tape off. No, I think that is actually a great way to wrap up the water. Look at that. That didn't turn out half bad, right? You know, just like Mr. Ross did. Let's sign it here. And there we go. Well, I enjoyed it. Hold on, I'm going to take this off, and I want to put it somewhere else where we can thoroughly enjoy this here. Well, there we go. My very own Bob Ross tutorial painting. Thank you so much, DK, for the recommendation. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave it a thumbs up. This thing took me ridiculously long to make, so if you want to see more content like this, then subscribe to the channel. I can't say it like this because we're doing all sorts of videos, so I highly recommend you check out the channel. If you have any game ideas or ideas for SuchArt, then leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, you can always join our Discord, which is linked in the description. In the meantime, I'm going to call it right here. Kaz out. Peace!